Hi guys, yeah, I know, I almost look like Popeye at the moment, so show my age there. Do you remember I bought this about 3 weeks ago, something like that, about 3 or 4 weeks ago on TikTok, and I reviewed it on my leg, and I said because my face, obviously the face is more sensitive than the body, especially mine, so I wanted to try it on a more resilient part of my body first. Well, I've tried it on my face. I did say I would do it at some point. I only tried a small amount on this side, spread it over to that side. I left it on this side first for like 15 minutes to see if there'd be a reaction. I didn't want to spread it all over my face if I was going to get a reaction, so I tried it on a small amount here. Little goes a long way, guys. It went all over my face, and the residue of my hands I rubbed into my hair. I wouldn't recommend it by itself for hair, and there was a very small amount of residue. Remember, little goes a long way, so you could probably add it to something, but if you're adding it to a serum, it's going to be oily of consistency anyway, so you've got to think, guys, if you do that, you don't need a lot of this. You probably wouldn't anyway, even if you use something that was like a penetrating oil as a serum, you know, the dry oils. But anyway, yes, I'm going to try this in various products. Now, I'm not going to try it in like sun creams and things where it might dilute the efficiency of a sun protection factor like my day creams, but I will put it in things I can get away with. And I have actually sorted my hair out this morning, but I've just put it in the bobble. It looks crazy, so yeah. But anyway, getting back to this. So I'm going to get like no reactions, as you can see. Absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do is I've rubbed some on my neck as well, by the way, guys. I'm going to add this to my products. I've also found my Revolution, after buying like 2 primers, I found my Revolution primer last week, at the end of last week. So what I'm going to do, it's a mattifying one, if you remember me saying, so I'm going to add this to it. Now I'm always looking for like moisturising, anti-aging, as you know, sort of primers, if I can get the words out, and this will help with the mattifying one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to either show you, or I'm just going to tell you and show you the ingredients I'm using, but either way I'm going to do like a mini review and let you know how this would be mixed in with certain products like body wash. I'm going to use it to shave my legs. I'm going to, obviously, like I said, I've just used a residue for my hands, the tiniest amount. It was equivalent of like 2 drops on the ends of my hair. I'm going to show you in a second, but it is very sticky. It's a very thick oil. It's thicker than any oil I've used, even olive oil, and it is very sticky. Not extremely, but it's like snail slime. I can understand why. If it sticks to the skin, I can understand why. It's a humectant, and I can understand why it traps moisture in and it leaves a barrier on the skin. This is perfect for that, but I want to see how it goes in like my body washes, conditioners, and things like that. I've tested it on its own. Well, let's see what it's useful for, and if I really do find it so useful in my products, I tell you something, guys, this is going to be bought for, I'm going to buy another bottle, not for me, this is mine. I'm going to buy it for these scrubs I want to make, and I'll tell you something, guys, these scrubs are going to have some of this beautiful glycerine in, so anybody who wants to try out my scrubs, and eventually, hopefully, I will sell them. I don't know when that's going to be, but if that's going to be, you know, it's just a hope. But, you know, if this works out, that's what I want to do. So anyway, guys, let me tell you what's going off and let me do little reviews. So, yeah, I absolutely love this. It's not just to promote it. My skin has never felt so moisturised. Like, I used the residue of my face and my neck. I used it on my hair, as I've just told you, and on my hands. And my hands have never felt so moisturised with, like, probably a couple of drops on my hands as well as the ends of my hair I just told you about. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, but it is very tacky, like I said, and I think this would actually be good to add to my mattifying primer to moisturise it, which is where I want to do it. And you know, like how on TikTok you get all these like sticky primers and things like that, especially those red cherie ones, is it? But I've seen a couple of others that are sticky ones as well. I think this would be like a watered down version, but very, very similar to that. That's why I want to try it. Okay, guys, let me just show you. So as you can see, that's equivalent of like 2 drops, like I said. Might be third drop, I don't know. But like I said, it's not exact, just 2 or 3 drops. Couldn't imagine it being more than that because it was next to no residue on my hands whatsoever. And you can see it's a bit stringy. It is a little bit, it's not crispy. It is soft. And it has soaked in quite a lot, actually. It has actually soaked in. I can see it has, but you can tell something's there. It's like using a very thick oil. And it doesn't feel oily. It just feels like I've got like a slight, although it's soaked in, you can feel it ever so slight residue on it. Now that I'm stroking it a bit more, you can feel that. So it's like using a dry oil that has like a slight residue on it. It's really strange to describe, like almost a mousse. If you've got like a mousse and a dry oil, that sort of thing. It's not something I would use by itself in my hair. Again, I just wanted to try it out on that bit. So I'm sure it'll soak in a bit more throughout the day or rub off. I don't know. I'm going to go, guys. So I'm going to let you know what's going off with all the things I'm trying in. But yeah, I think that would be great